Ladies, let me ask you something. Have you ever looked in the mirror one morning, leaned in a little closer, and thought, wow, when did I change so much after turning 50? Maybe the fine lines around your eyes feel deeper than they used to. Maybe your hair looks thinner, less full. Or maybe your nails, once strong and smooth, now feel brittle, splitting far too easily. And in that quiet moment, you wonder, is there any way to turn back the clock? I know that feeling, because almost every woman over 50 has been there. We notice a different reflection staring back at us. A face that doesn't quite match the vibrant woman we still feel like inside. And we're told, well, that's just aging. But here's the truth, aging is only part of the story. What most of us don't realize is that so many of these changes, wrinkles, sagging skin, thinning hair, are not simply age. They're often the result of missing key nutrients, special vitamins that quietly fade out of our system as we get older. And that's why I'm here today. Because the glow, the confidence, the sparkle in your eyes, it's not gone. It's waiting to be reawakened. Not with a $200 jar of cream. Not with a painful procedure. But with the right nourishment, the right fuel, the right care from within. In this video, I'm going to share with you the 3 secret key vitamins that almost every woman over 50 needs. 3 nutrients that can bring back elasticity, brighten your complexion, strengthen your hair and nails, and make you feel like yourself again. And that's not all. I'll also share 5 simple daily habits that will double their effect, so you don't just see changes in your skin, but you feel them in your energy, your mood, your confidence. But I want you to stay with me until the very end. Because the last vitamin I'll reveal? Many women call it the revival vitamin, the one that makes them look in the mirror and finally smile again. So if you're ready to rediscover your glow at 50, 60, even 70, type ready in the comments, and let's begin this journey together. Ladies, let me ask you something. Have you ever looked in the mirror one morning, leaned in a little closer, and thought, when did my skin start looking so different? The fine lines, the sagging around the cheeks, the dryness that no cream seems to fix. Most of us think, well, that's just age, But here's the truth. What you're seeing in the mirror is not simply time passing. It's the result of deep, biological changes happening inside your body after 50. Think of your skin as a house. Underneath that surface, collagen and elastin act like the scaffolding, the beams and springs, that keep the walls firm and bouncy. Collagen gives structure, elastin gives stretch. But after 50, collagen production drops by about 1% every year. By the time a woman reaches 60, she has lost up to 35% of the collagen she had at 30. No wonder the scaffolding starts to collapse. That's when wrinkles appear, skin loosens, and it feels like gravity has taken over. Do you notice it yourself? When you smile, those lines at the corners of your mouth don't bounce back the way they used to. They just stay. And then there's estrogen. For decades, estrogen has been your best friend. It supports circulation, keeps your skin nourished, even affects mood and sleep. But after menopause, estrogen levels plummet. Blood flow slows down, fewer nutrients reach the skin, and suddenly your face looks tired, dull, not as vibrant as before. One clinical study showed women can lose up to 30% of their collagen in just the first 5 years after menopause, simply because estrogen declined. Have you ever compared an old photo of yourself at 48 with one at 53? The difference feels dramatic, doesn't it? And it's not just hormones or collagen. Your skin also loses its ability to hold onto moisture. When we were younger, a natural barrier on the skin worked like a waterproof coat, locking in hydration. But after 50, that coat gets thin and patchy. Moisture escapes easily, leaving the skin dry, tight, sometimes even itchy. I remember when I hit 55, I bought jar after jar of expensive moisturizers. If the label promised 24-hour hydration, I bought it. But a few hours later, my skin was dry again, like it had never even seen cream. That's when I realized, the problem wasn't the moisturizer. The problem was that my skin had lost its ability to hold water from the inside. And let's not forget the silent enemy, free radicals. These unstable molecules come from sun exposure, pollution, even stress. They attack collagen and elastin like little wrecking balls. According to the American Academy of Dermatology, up to 80% of visible skin aging is actually caused by environmental damage, not by time itself. Now let me pause and ask you, have you ever felt frustrated because you've done everything right, the sunscreens, the serums, the facials, yet your skin still looks older than you want it to? If that's you, type 1 in the comments, because I know I'm not the only one who's been there. I once worked with a woman, 55 years old, who had spent thousands of dollars on luxury creams. Every night she followed a 10-step skincare routine. But nothing changed. Her skin stayed dry, dull, and sagging. It wasn't until she shifted her focus from the outside in, to nutrition, lifestyle, and the right vitamins, that people started asking her, "Did you get a facelift? You look amazing." That's the real lesson here. Aging is not failure. It's not about losing beauty. It's simply your body's way of saying, I need a different kind of care now, Would you agree with me that after 50, beauty can't just be about creams and makeup anymore? It has to come from deeper within, through the food you eat, the way you rest, and how you nourish your body. If you agree, type yes in the comments. And now that we understand why these changes happen, why collagen breaks down, why estrogen drops, why moisture disappears, let's move into the exciting part. Because next, I'm going to show you the 3 powerful vitamins that can actually flip the switch back on, restore elasticity, and bring that natural glow back to your skin, even after 50. Ladies, if in the last section we talked about why our skin starts to lose its firmness after 50, then now, let me introduce you to something almost no one talks about. But it might just be the missing link in your beauty routine. It's called vitamin K2. Most people have heard of vitamin K, right? Usually in connection with blood clotting. But here's what most women don't know. Vitamin K2 is completely different. It's like the quiet architect inside your body, guiding calcium to where it belongs, in your bones, and keeping it out of the places it doesn't, like your arteries and your skin. Picture this for a second. Your body is like a construction site. Calcium is the raw material, and vitamin K2 is the project manager. Without that manager, calcium starts wandering off. It sticks to your blood vessels, it builds up in soft tissue, and yes, even in your skin. When that happens, the skin becomes stiff, dull, and loses its bounce. No cream or serum can fix that, because the problem isn't on the surface. It's structural. According to a 2017 study published in the Journal of Nutrition Science, women with higher levels of vitamin K2 had 36% better skin elasticity than those who were deficient. That's not marketing, that's biology. I remember working with Linda, a 62-year-old woman from Oregon. She told me one day, "I've accepted aging, but I just wish my face looked like me again." Her cheeks had lost volume, her jawline had softened, and nothing she tried, no serum, no mask, made a difference. So we shifted the focus. Instead of treating her skin from the outside, we started rebuilding it from the inside. She began taking a small daily dose of K2 and added aged cheese and free-range eggs to her meals. 6 weeks later, her friends started asking, "Linda, what's your secret? Did you get a new skincare routine?" She laughed and said, "Nope. I just added more Gouda to my life." Of course, it wasn't the cheese itself, it was the K2 quietly doing its job. It was helping her skin regain elasticity and keeping calcium where it was meant to be. Now, let's talk about Japan for a second. Have you ever noticed how Japanese women seem to age differently? They have fewer deep wrinkles and firmer skin well into their 60s and 70s. One reason is their diet, especially a traditional food called natto. It's a fermented soybean dish, rich in vitamin K2. In Japan, people consume about 200 micrograms of K2 daily almost 10 times more than the average American diet. And if you look at the women of Okinawa, known for their longevity and youthful appearance, That statistic suddenly makes perfect sense. When I visited Tokyo last year, I met women in their 70s walking with the energy of 40-year-olds, with skin that literally glowed. Their secret wasn't expensive skincare, it was fermented food and consistent nutrition. Now, I know what you might be thinking. Asterisk, that's great, but natto? I've tried it, it smells like gym socks. You're not alone. It's definitely an acquired taste. But don't worry, you don't have to eat natto to enjoy the benefits of K2. Other excellent sources include aged cheeses like Gouda, Brie, and Emmental, grass-fed butter, egg yolks, and duck meat. If you want to go the supplement route, most experts recommend between **90 and 180 micrograms per day *, particularly in the MK7 form. It stays active longer in your body. And here's something fascinating. A European study found that people with higher K2 intake had a *52% lower risk of arterial calcification. That means K2 doesn't just make your skin younger, it helps your heart stay younger too. Let me tell you a personal story. When I first started taking K2 in my mid-50s, I wasn't expecting much. But within about a month, I noticed that my skin wasn't as dry. The crepey texture on my neck softened. Even my hands, always the first place to show age, looked smoother. My friend asked, "Did you get fillers?" I just laughed and said, "No injections. Just nutrition." Here's the thing. K2 is not a magic cream, and it's not a beauty trend. It's a biological tool your body has always needed but rarely gets enough of. It doesn't hide the signs of aging, it rebuilds from the inside out. That's why I call it the silent builder. To make it simple, here's what I often recommend. Breakfast, 2 eggs cooked in grass-fed butter, topped with a slice of aged cheese. Lunch, a green salad with grilled chicken and a drizzle of olive oil. Dinner, wild salmon with steamed broccoli and maybe a small piece of brie on the side. This isn't a diet, it's nourishment. And once you start giving your body the nutrients it's been missing, you'll see how your skin responds. Your reflection begins to change, not overnight, but gradually, gracefully. Your skin feels more alive, your complexion brighter, your confidence stronger. So let me ask you, if something as small as one nutrient could make your skin feel firmer and your heart stronger, wouldn't you give it a try? Type yes in the comments if you're ready to start rebuilding your skin from within. Because up next, we're going to meet another powerhouse nutrient, the one I call the guardian of radiance. It's the reason some women seem to have that healthy, sun-kissed glow all year round, without ever stepping into the sun. Stay with me, because in the next part, we'll talk about astaxanthin*, the red shield that protects your skin from time itself. Ladies, now let's talk about one of my absolute favorite discoveries. A little red powerhouse called astaxanthin. If you've never heard of it before, you're not alone. But once you understand what it does, you'll never look at your skin the same way again. Here's the headline. Astaxanthin is one of the strongest antioxidants found in nature. It's more than 500 times stronger than vitamin E, and thousands of times stronger than vitamin C, when it comes to fighting free radicals. I know that sounds almost unbelievable, but study after study has confirmed it. Think of free radicals as invisible thieves, breaking down collagen, damaging elastin, and leaving behind wrinkles, spots, and dull skin. Most creams only work on the surface, but astaxanthin works deep inside, shielding your skin cell by cell. It's like having a personal bodyguard standing between you and all the daily damage from sun, stress, and pollution. Let me share a story. A woman I met in California, let's call her Susan, was in her early 50s. She told me she hated looking at photos with her grandchildren, because all she could see were the dark spots on her cheeks. Even during family portraits, she would try to stand behind everyone else so her face wasn't too visible. And it broke her heart, because she loved her family, but she didn't love her reflection. After starting astaxanthin, just 8 weeks later, Susan brought me a new picture. There she was, front and center, holding her grandson, smiling from ear to ear. Her skin looked brighter, her spots lighter, her confidence fully restored. She said, "I finally feel like myself again. I don't have to hide anymore." Have you ever felt like that? Avoiding the camera, not because you don't love the moment, but because you don't love how your skin looks. If that's ever happened to you, type yes in the comments, because you are not alone. Now let's talk science for a minute. Vitamin C is great. It works in the water-based areas of your cells. Vitamin E is also great. It works in the fat-based parts of your cells. But astaxanthin? It attaches itself across the entire cell membrane. That means it can protect both sides, the water and the fat, at the exact same time. No other antioxidant can do that. That's why researchers say it's not just powerful, it's unique. And there's proof. In one clinical trial, women between 40 and 60 took 4 milligrams of astaxanthin daily for 8 weeks. The results were stunning. Wrinkles around their eyes visibly reduced. Their skin held more moisture. Pigmentation evened out. And most importantly, they looked noticeably fresher, healthier, more radiant. All in just 2 months. Does that sound amazing to you? If so, drop a wow in the comments, because when science lines up with real-life stories, you know it's worth paying attention to. So, where can you get astaxanthin? It's what gives wild salmon its beautiful pink color. It's in shrimp, lobster, and krill. It comes from red microalgae, the natural source behind this powerful compound. But here's the catch. You'd have to eat salmon every single day to get enough to make a difference. That's why many women choose a supplement, usually between 4 and 8 milligrams daily. And here's a little tip. Astaxanthin works even better when paired with a Mediterranean-style diet. Olive oil, fresh vegetables, nuts, and fish. The healthy fats help your body absorb astaxanthin more efficiently, and the whole combination creates the perfect environment for glowing skin. So picture this. Grilled salmon drizzled with olive oil, a side salad with avocado, and a sprinkle of walnuts. Delicious, nourishing, and secretly a beauty treatment on a plate. Let me share something personal. Around age 60, I started noticing age spots on my cheeks and hands. I thought, well, here we go, this is just part of aging. But when I added astaxanthin, within 3 months, the difference was obvious. My skin looked brighter, the spots faded, and even my eyes looked clearer. My sister said, "You look like you just came back from vacation." That's the kind of glow astaxanthin can bring back. So here's the truth. Astaxanthin isn't a cream you apply once at night. It's a shield. A red shield that protects your beauty every single day, from the inside out. It reduces wrinkles, fades spots, keeps your skin hydrated, and even keeps your eyes sparkling. So let me ask you, if you could take one small step today that could protect your skin like a bodyguard, would you do it? If your answer is yes, drop a hibiscus in the comments, and let's celebrate finding this hidden gem together. And now that we've talked about the builder, vitamin K2, and the shield, astaxanthin, it's time to meet the glow vitamin, the one that strengthens your hair, your nails, and your skin all at once. Biotin, the quiet miracle that so many women fall in love with. Ladies, now let's talk about the vitamin so many women fall in love with once they discover it. Biotin, also known as vitamin B7. I like to call it the glow vitamin, because it feeds the very things that so many of us worry about after 50, our hair, our nails, and the smoothness of our skin. Here's how it works. Biotin fuels the production of keratin, the protein that literally makes up your hair, your nails, and the surface of your skin. When keratin is strong, your hair grows thicker, your nails resist breaking, and your skin feels smoother. That's why you'll often hear biotin described as the beauty vitamin. It works from the inside out. But I don't want you to just think of it as science. Let me tell you a story that touched my heart. I met a grandmother in her 70s who told me she cried every night as she brushed her hair. Each stroke left her brush full of broken strands. She said, "I used to love brushing my hair before bed. Now it just makes me feel old." Her words were heavy, because I knew it wasn't just about the hair. It was about losing a piece of her identity, her femininity. We started her on biotin, and 3 months later, she came back smiling. Her hair had grown in fuller, her nails had stopped breaking, and she felt strong enough to curl her hair again for her grandson's birthday party. She said, "I feel like myself again." Not younger, not different, just me. And that's the real gift of biotin. Let me pause and ask you, have you ever felt that sinking feeling when you see more hair in the brush than on your head? Have you ever hidden your hands because your nails looked too fragile? If you have, type yes in the comments. Because I want you to know, you are not alone. Now let's dig into the why. Why does hair loss become such a big issue after menopause? When estrogen and progesterone decline, the growth cycle of each hair strand shortens. That means hair falls out faster, and it takes longer to grow back. At the same time, keratin production slows down, leaving hair thin and brittle. According to Harvard Medical School, nearly 40% of women over 50 experience significant hair loss. That's not vanity, it's biology. And here's where biotin steps in. By boosting keratin production, it helps extend the growth phase of your hair. That means stronger strands, fuller volume, and nails that don't split at the first sign of pressure. In clinical studies, women who took biotin for 90 days reported new hair growth, stronger nails, and softer, healthier skin. So let me ask you, if 90 days from now you could run your fingers through thicker hair, paint your nails without fear of breaking them, and enjoy smoother skin, would you try it? If your answer is yes, drop a cherry blossom in the comments. Now let's talk food, because biotin is found in some delicious everyday options. Eggs, especially the yolks, are a great source. Almonds, walnuts, and sunflower seeds are packed with it too. Avocados, sweet potatoes, and even mushrooms can help boost your levels. So a biotin-friendly day might look like this: scrambled eggs with avocado toast for breakfast, a handful of almonds as a snack, and roasted sweet potatoes at dinner. Simple, nourishing, and naturally powerful. But here's the catch. As we age, our ability to absorb biotin weakens. So even if you're eating all the right foods, your body might not be pulling in enough. That's why so many women over 50 turn to supplements, typically between 2.5 and 5 milligrams a day. Safe, effective, and easy to make part of your routine. I'll share something personal. At 62, my nails had become so brittle that they cracked just from gardening. I couldn't keep polish on for more than a day without chipping. After 3 months of biotin, my nails grew strong enough that I could enjoy a little manicure again. And let me tell you, that small act, painting my nails, made me feel feminine and put together in a way I hadn't felt in years. That's why I say biotin isn't about becoming someone else. It won't erase decades or turn 60 into 30. But it will give back what time tried to take away. The strength, the shine, the confidence. And confidence, my friends, is the most beautiful accessory a woman can wear. Wouldn't you agree? If you do, type the word confidence in the comments. Because that's exactly what biotin delivers, not vanity, but the joy of feeling like yourself again. So remember this: biotin is the quiet glow vitamin. It strengthens, it rebuilds, and it restores. It doesn't make you someone new, it brings back the radiant woman you already are. And now that we've talked about the builder, the shield, and the glow vitamin, it's time to put everything together. In the next part, I'll share with you 5 daily habits that can double the power of all these nutrients, and turn small changes into big transformations. You're not going to want to miss this. Ladies, here's something I always remind my clients. Vitamins are like seeds. They hold the potential for beauty, energy, and renewal. But seeds don't grow in dry soil. They need rich, healthy ground. And for us, that ground is our daily habits. There are 5 simple habits that can literally double the benefits of the vitamins we've talked about. 5 little things that make a big difference. The first habit, drink enough water. I know, it sounds too simple. But water is the cheapest, most powerful beauty secret in the world. When you drink at least 2 liters a day, your skin stays plump, radiant, and elastic. When you don't, fine lines show up faster, your skin looks dull, and no cream can fix it. One study published in the Journal of Clinical Cosmetic Dermatology showed that women who increased their water intake by just 1 liter a day saw measurable improvements in skin hydration and elasticity within 4 weeks. Think about that. 4 weeks, just from drinking more water. I once went on a vacation where I lived on coffee and sodas. I looked at the photos later and thought, why'd I look so much older? The answer was simple. I wasn't drinking water. So let me ask you, how much water do you drink each day? If it's less than a liter, type, need more, in the comments, because awareness is the first step. The second habit, morning sunlight. 10 to 15 minutes of gentle sun in the morning does wonders. It sparks your body to produce vitamin D, balances your hormones, and even resets your sleep cycle. I had a client, 57 years old, who told me her skin looked pale and she struggled with insomnia. I suggested something simple, a 15-minute morning walk. 3 weeks later she came back glowing. She said, not only am I sleeping better, but even my grandkids told me I look healthier. That's the power of morning light. Do you have a morning routine that gets you outside? If you do, type, morning sun, in the comments. The third habit, eat the rainbow. I call it the rainbow plate. Imagine your plate as a painting. Red from tomatoes and strawberries. Orange from carrots and sweet potatoes. Green from spinach and broccoli. Purple from blueberries and eggplant. Each color brings unique antioxidants, and together they create a shield that protects your skin. When your plate is colorful, your skin is colorful too, radiant, bright, alive. But when your plate is beige, bread, pasta, fried foods, your skin looks beige as well. So here's my challenge for you. Look at your dinner tonight. How many colors are on your plate? If it's just 1 or 2, it's time to add more. The fourth habit, get enough sleep. Sleep is the most underrated beauty treatment. When you sleep deeply, your body produces collagen, repairs skin cells, and clears out toxins. When you don't, it shows immediately: puffy eyes, dull skin, and wrinkles that look deeper overnight. I once worked with a 60-year-old woman who had only slept 4 or 5 hours a night for years. Her skin looked tired no matter what she used. But when she committed to a healthy sleep routine, lights out by 11 p.m., no phone in bed, everything changed. After just 1 month, her skin was noticeably brighter, and people actually asked if she had done a professional treatment. That's the magic of sleep. So tell me, how many hours of sleep do you get most nights? If it's less than 6, type, working on it, in the comments, because your body deserves more. The fifth habit, manage stress. Cortisol, the stress hormone, is like a thief. It steals collagen, breaks down skin structure, and leaves you looking older than you are. But here's the hopeful part. Even 10 minutes of stress relief can change everything. Try the 4-7-8 breathing technique. Inhale through your nose for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, exhale slowly for 8 seconds. Do this 3 or 4 times and you'll feel your body soften, your mind slow down. I use this trick myself before bed, and it works like a reset button. Now, let me share a quick 7-day plan to help you bring these habits into your life. Day 1. Carry a water bottle everywhere you go. Day 2. Commit to 10 minutes of morning sunlight. Day 3. Make your lunch a rainbow plate. Day 4. Go to bed 30 minutes earlier than usual. Day 5. Practice 4-7-8 breathing before dinner. Day 6. Combine water, sunlight, and a colorful dinner. Day 7. Reflect on how you feel compared to the week before. Small steps, big results. Because vitamins are powerful, but without the right habits, they're like seeds on dry ground. With these 5 habits, you give them rich, fertile soil to grow, and the results will show not just on your face, but in your energy, your mood, your confidence. So let me ask you, out of these 5 habits, which one do you want to start with this week? Drop it in the comments below, and let's hold each other accountable. Ladies, we've come full circle. Together, we've uncovered 3 powerful vitamins and 5 golden habits that can transform not just the way you look, but the way you feel every single day. Here's the simple truth. When you combine vitamin K2, astaxanthin, and biotin with 5 daily habits drinking water, morning sunlight, colorful meals, good sleep, and stress relief, something magical happens. That's not a beauty trick. That's a complete rejuvenation formula, from the inside out. K2 rebuilds your foundation, astaxanthin becomes your radiant shield, and biotin quietly restores your hair, skin, and nails. Then your habits nourish those vitamins, giving them the power to actually work. It's science, it's nature, and it's proof that age doesn't take away your beauty. It simply invites you to care for it differently. Because aging is not a loss. It's an opportunity, an invitation to redefine what beauty means. Real beauty after 50 isn't about chasing 30. It's about feeling radiant, confident, and completely at home in your own skin, at 50, 60, or 70. And here's something I want you to remember. The light inside you, it never left. It's still there, just waiting to be reignited. So let's start small. This week, pick *1 vitamin and *1 new habit to try. Give it 7 days. Drink the water. Take your morning walk. Eat your rainbow plate. You'll be amazed how quickly your skin, your energy, and your spirit respond. And when you start to see that change, share it. Leave a comment below and tell us what you've noticed. Because your story might be the one that inspires another woman to begin her journey too. That's how we build a community, women helping women shine brighter together. But before we go, I want you to know something important. What you've learned today, about the vitamins and habits, is just one piece of the puzzle. It's powerful, yes, but it's not the whole picture. If you're truly serious about feeling confident, youthful, and beautiful again the next video is something you cannot miss. It's called Look 10 years younger effortlessly, fashion trends for women over 50, And trust me, it's the missing piece that ties everything together. Because beauty isn't just what's happening inside your body. It's also what you express on the outside, through your clothes, your colors, your style. In that next video, I'll show you how to use fashion trends and color harmony to instantly brighten your face, lift your confidence, and help you look 10 years younger, without trying too hard. So if you haven't already, hit subscribe turn on the notification bell and make sure you don't miss it. Because when your inner glow meets your outer style, that's when your beauty becomes unstoppable. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And remember, turning 50 isn't the end of your beauty. It's the beginning of a whole new chapter. A chapter where you get to shine, fully and unapologetically, as the woman you were always meant to be. I'll see you in the next video, where together we'll learn how to look younger, feel stronger, and radiate confidence, effortlessly.